Arkansas Razorbacks and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Georgia Bulldogs had a terrific regular season last year behind the toughness and grit of quarterback Gunnar Stockton, but an early exit in the college football.
Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will take the field first. KJ Jackson, he's trying to flush that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. Looking for a crease, it's Russell. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. And he gets rid of it. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They boot it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Bulldogs offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, this is kind of synonymous with Georgia football, right? Over the years, you've seen through Kirby Smart, right? Like physicality, toughness, run game. But it starts with the big, massive human beings. They recruit a different body type, Palmer. It's called not human. It's like brontosaurus bones. They go after the big boys.
It's so interesting when you think about Georgia and their running game, too, because of the athleticism you're talking about. It allows them to do some different things and be a little bit more athletic and attack the perimeter of the field that a lot of defenses aren't equipped to defend, and it's no different with this Georgia offensive line as well. They're going out, they're bringing in 5 stars, they're bringing in the best talent and coaching them up. And this unit, they have been a force all season.
The give on the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Turns up, it's Wiley. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll go with Frazier. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Handoff, Frazier running left. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. Red pass, it's complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Nate Frazier. And he surges across the line.
I think the conversation that will follow from the football
They can hurt you in so many
Please
different
start the
ways. And
conversation.
they can do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Jackson will throw. Finding them, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at him.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis, that just love hitting people with aggressiveness. And just, it's so amazing that they find that year after year in this defensive line group.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He's got it. No chance to run, but they still moving forward. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Looking for Rowe. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Fires immediately. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Handoff for Frazier. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. 3rd and long right here. Drops back. It's Stockton. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Play action on 1st down. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hawkins. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The the trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wideout. Handoff, Frazier running left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out wide left, it's Platt. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they look for some plays that work. Got him downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes 1 play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
2nd down to the air. Rush is on. Gets rid of it. Wide open downfield. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. From the gun. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Bulldog! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Selling the fake. Turns it upfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Jackson will throw. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Unloads in the nick of time. Long way to go on 2nd down. In traffic, it's Marshall. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Looking to throw again. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Off-play action. Here comes the Heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Oh, pressure's coming. Keeps him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Sells to Ron, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Left side is Wiley. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Georgia is number 3 in the
They'll move the
country.
tight end. Back to pass on second down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Makes the grab. And you don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Looking to the big tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to field this one. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Complete. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down, gonna throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Wiley. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw one first. Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Georgia is beating Arkansas 24-3.
Getting set for the point after.
Arkansas is 2-1.
The kick is up and good. They put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass.
This is
And he
their first
passes on the
SEC game.
touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First play of this drive. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
It's 30-3 now. Arkansas fumbled it and Georgia recovered it in the end zone, making it 31-3.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's coming out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Stockton. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day. This one from 23. It's good. He hits that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. Making 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
And the Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the